defense. That's a good look for Liberty that usually goes down.
Wooley drops 18.5 a game. Kick corner, rhythm three. Couple of triples.
That was grenade action for Liberty on the skip pass. So good. NBA teams run that type of stuff.
Kennesaw State looking for a response. Hurd snaps to Cottle. Ball screen. 12 to shoot. Excellent movement. Endline drive. Great lead. And the bucket.
He said, that's how much that I trust Caden Matheny.
He was the 2020 Bill Evans Award winner as the top high school hooper in West Virginia. Great lead.
Use of the hostage dribble by Porter there, holding his defender behind his back.
Got to keep a running log of all the terms in the game. We'll have a glossary later.
We've got about 300 terms left. You're not ready for it, John Sadak.
Cottle. Again, giving space against Matheny. 8 to shoot.
And right to a Barkley, post up.
4 to shoot. Wooley off the spin. Heave near the horn is good. 3.
We're starting to see Liberty basketball that we've seen all season long.
Matheny waiting to sub in right from 3.
Threes coming in off the bench. Now fading away in the lane. That rims off. The rebound taken for Kennesaw's Cottle on the move. Extra pass, 3-ball up, and that one is pure.
Statement, I'd like to see him work the ball around, try to get an advantage, turn a corner off the dribble.
Another 3. Naz, you can only stand by it.
This year in Conference USA, but preparing them to jump. Right, A-Sun, and that's a big jump coming to Conference USA. He had him ready, recruiting and playing. Just a great job so far by Antoine Petway.
I mean, we saw 2 teams last year make that jump in Liberty and Jacksonville State. I'm going to say it. Kennesaw State has made the transition look a little bit point lead for Kennesaw State, just over 8 to play. Now New Mexico State 10 of 20 from the free throw line. Blue. Hard drive right into the chest of Carpenter. Now kicks it out. Wooley. Take his turn. Kicks to the corner. Cottle 3. This kid is feeling it.
7.5 minutes of this second half.
On the inbounds. Wooley. To the corner. Another 3. There's an answer for the Gamecock fans. Everybody calming down now. They say, take your time. Bonzi Gordon to Wooley. Wooley backs in on Nicholson. Fans thought he traveled. They'll say no. And another trade. Taking a seat is Hogue as the Owls inbound. Looking back to Gordon. He's alone.
Just a little hezzy. Just paused a second. Made his defender make a decision. Takes it to the rim. Quickly in transition, though, on the other side. Jamil Miller. Transfer from a couple of years ago. Hits from downtown. He's had some big games this year. As Lou hits from the outside.
Will tell you otherwise in this first half, but they're aggressive, they're on the ball, they're sending 2, they're making guys pass. It's just the rotations because Liberty's such a good passing team that they end up fouling late in the clock.
Shot clock is off. Wooley with McKay on him.
Send this middle ball screen at some point.
6 to 4. Now to the corner here. Cottle launches the 3, hits a big shot.
And I could tell he gives off that vibe towards his guys, and that's what's showing early in this second half. They're ready to play. They're ready to play for him.
They're ready to play for that conference championship as well. And we just got to be in Huntsville. That's all that matters. Cottle launches the 3. Got another one.
Oh, yeah. To get a spark plug from him off the bench like he's provided all year.
Well, that's who he is, right? And as the team high in scoring in conference play during this win streak, 13.7 points per game during this 6-game streak for Peter.
10 on the clock here.
Cottle with 5. Connell, a runner in the lane, got it to go. Everything seems
to know, like, I'm good. I can stay coming off the bench and still have the same exact impact. Why disrupt the flow we already have within our starting five? I mean, that's such a team-first thing to do from Taylor Peter.
Sherman over the corner, another big three here for the
smaller lineup, as great as they've been defensively, but this is where Kennesaw needs to get back to attacking without Solitrum in there.
This is where Cole Williams also slides into his front court role.
He's been great at it tonight, for the record.
Yep, absolutely. Tough three, doesn't matter. Simeon Connell
covering just in time, making Kennesaw earn these points.
Ricardo Wright curls and converts.
State and league leader Jacksonville State this week. Kevin Kalu has it stolen away by Braden Liu, so it's the Owls who get the first steal against the nation's leaders.
Yes, they come out with the steal, and on cue for the Owls to tighten up their defense.
Cottle stopped. Bounces up top to Ranji Gordon. Andre Weir still out for the Owls. Forward has not played since taking on FIU a few weeks ago. Wooley back to Lou, shot clock ticking down, and it's Lou who connects on the three. That side, Devin Barnes looks to answer in his homecoming out of Shiloh High School in Snellville, Georgia. El Paso native. 3-0 Kennesaw State leads on the Lou three. Cottle looks for back-to-back threes, and there it is. Kennesaw State on a quick 6-0.
He does what? He gives us Miller time.
Miller cracking it open early. He has as many dunks, 4 points on 2 dunks as UTEP has buckets. Lou, oh my, Kennesaw State really.
Here's Kennesaw State coming down, running a half-court set here.
Lou nails the three. Braden Liu has his second of the year. Corey Camper all alone in the paint. Miners have trimmed it down to a 4-point Kennesaw State lead. Owls have led by as much as 13. That was 31-18. Miller baseline. Miller hits the up and under, and the and one.
You have to attack the basket. That means you have the advantage, you have the step, and you just keep curling and turning until you get all the way downhill to the goal.
Miller working the up and under. Jamel Miller able to finish all.
He's got what I call great basketball IQ. And when NBA scouts are looking at, they look at several things out there. They want to look at, hey, at what position will this guy play at the next level? You know, what is his skill set? That means his basketball IQ and his fundamentals. At the same time, they're looking at what does he do good? What does he do best?
Lou hits the three pretty good tonight, Coach.
Well, right now.
Here we go. You got Ranji Jordan jumping against Khalifa Sacco, and the tip is controlled by the Owls for Kennesaw State. This is Ranji Jordan who had the tip. Wooley, our power player. Simeon Cottle, also another strong performer for the Owls. They find Wooley at the top of the arc. Shot clock at 8. 3 for the left corner on the way. Ranji Gordon for the Owls. Adrian Wooley beats Cottle from the right elbow. The runner is good. Simeon 69-66, lead back out to 4 for the Bearcats. We approach 5.5 to go. Wooley feeds Sherman. Out top for Lou, and now Wooley. Wooley almost lost the bounce, picked it back up. Trying to work on Hammonds. Lou for straight on 3. It's good for the big guy.
Reverse layup with the left hand is good. That's Abram. Well, he just brings the lunch pail, doesn't he?
Does. And you know what? It was a great read by Abram because he saw Bacho posting up. And by posting up, Bacho basically cleared the path down the baseline for him to go up and under.
A 3-ball from the lefty is good.
Well, it was a tackle, and Bacho broke right through it and got to the rim.
A deep deuce is in the air and off the back iron by Miller. Rebounded by Wooley as it bounces deep. The follow-up 3 is 14 to shoot. Bets back, lets it fly, leaves it a little bit short. Rebound is fought for and controlled by Kennesaw. As Victor mentioned earlier, this is a very, very, very rebounding team.
So far initially, they're letting them play a little bit on the inside. A lot of contact down there. Heavy shake. He went left and right, just trying to get a feel for where the defender is. And then when he didn't feel him, he just jumped up and nice little hook on the baseline. Well done.
He's from Crosby, Texas, out of St. Edwards. He was an all-Lone Star Conference performer.
That's why you got to go to the wing and then get the inbounds. That time, the pass too far outside.
A second or two delay would have served Baccio and the passer. 5 minutes to play. Quick release by Cottle. Oh! Well done, left hand, Amari Abram. You spoke about Abram's steadiness. Louisiana Tech could use some of that.
Yeah, he's been one of those. Another one that averages double digits per ball game. He's got 12. Tonight, just 4 in the contest on 2 of 7 shooting.
That play has worked time after time. Baccio had to defend a couple of people.
But Wooley just gets in there amongst the trees and finds a way to one-hand that rebound, give him another opportunity.
A deep three. There's another one. That's the
drive. Mustafa finishes off. Second time there, and Owls went right into Cottle for that flare screen. So they're living up to their names as far as scoring.
Middle Tennessee, one of the best three-point defenses in the nation this year. Lou, hits the up and under. Look at the freshman.
2-possession game. The Owls had it down to 1-possession game, but here you go.
Over to Wooley. Miller driving baseline, uses the glass. Counter, how did he hit that?
Now that looked like a foul right there, but here you go. Counter, he's feeling it right now, and that was a tough shot. It was good defense, but a better shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Cottle, long three, in there. Simeon Cottle.
Defense there by Franquan Sherman.
The third on Torrey Alston. Wooley bounces to Gordon. Back to Wooley. Again to Gordon, and Gordon through the teeth of the defense. For MTSU. Cottle, top of the key. Kansas, Simeon Cottle.
Force him left if they're going to be able to stop that prolific score out there.
Highlighted in the open. Elite scores on both sides of the ball. Porter and Wooley came to play. Gordon, meanwhile, creates some space against Luke.
Oh, that was just double team Mustafa that time. He had nowhere to go. Could have kicked it back out, but took a tough shot over 2 defenders.
Wooley down low. Gordon wide open.
It's the same guy. He's unfazed. The hard work is paying off again.
Good ball movement. Columbia cannot capitalize. Wooley out ahead of Cottle. What a pass, and Cottle finishes. Wooley to the corner. Gordon tries his second three. Ranji goes
per game. Nobody over 6 on this Kennesaw State team. That tells you that it's a culture.
Cottle off the iron. Wooley with an offensive rebound. Ramon Seals off the bench. The freshman, the Floridian, able to break a 6-0.
One-on-one, naked on the block. I mean, hey, you got to get the ball to him a little quicker. And again, the turnover is biting FIU. If they can just bring it down 50%, I think that they'll be just fine.
Wooley bounces hard. Seals hits the up and under.
And good defense at the same time from Lou, but better offense beats better defense.
Franquan Sherman with a powerful move to the...
Exactly. It's 4-3, but they're playing great. They've lost 4 games all year, as you know, by 11 points total. So they've had a lot of barn burners. They won 1 or 2, but they lost 4 close games.
Really close. On the 3 CUSA losses, a combined 8 points. In the corner, big three. Lead 10 now. Largest lead in the first half for Liberty has been 11. They've been in control throughout. Cottle. Can he and Wooley get going here?
Yep.
A dynamic backcourt. Wooley the lefty hangs. Big challenge, but Lou has
with that.
12 points, 5 boards. 4-6 from the line for Cleveland tonight. That's big. Flames back up by 11. Wooley, jump stop. Lou, up and away. I miss. Weir continues the big night. 13 and 13 for him, the double-double. First of his Kennesaw State career. Had a couple at Florida Gulf Coast. On the other end, 3 for 3. Porter has 5 steals, Pete. Matheny has 2.
Yep.
I mean, the guards have been amazing. 7 thefts. Gordon down low, gets a roll.
We'll have control of it here.
Well, this is the one way you're going to keep Kennesaw State from running, is them having to take the ball out of bounds and walk it up.
Barnes had a good look at it there, and then Kalu trying to come up with the offensive rebound, just couldn't.
Miners have to get back to their disruptive defense. They didn't do that last game.
Puts his head down, puts it up, no. Trying to get the offensive rebound. Instead, it's Kalu with the offensive rebound. He's unable to convert underneath the basket, and on the other end, here come the Owls. Wooley now back to Cottle for 3. Bang!
Well, that really surprised me.
The Carpenter's jumping. You just have to get it somewhere around the cylinder, and he'll grab it.
Yeah, somewhere above the cylinder, probably.
Flip to Wooley. The bounce for Gordon. Rumbles down the key and scores right around.
Play nastier this week. Play a lot tighter, play much nastier than they did, losing 2 on the road last week, Middle Tennessee. Braden Lou finishes and lays it in. Defense to offense for La Tech.
Oh, good job by the freshman Bates there.
Jamel Miller.
Goodness, ladies and gentlemen. He's making his points at the line.
Wooley shoves it off to Gordon for the easy finish.
Leading this team with his maturity.
Floater rolls out the front. Weir tips it to the top. Cottle goes diving, and Wright receives it.
Looks like we got a little horns action or some pin down action by the Owls here. Look for getting some handoffs. Flare screen over top.
Weir all the way to the rim.
The locker room to this point right now.
He had a stretch where I thought he might shoot it from the parking deck because he wasn't going to miss. Cottle buckets from the corner. Spins, leans, off balance, off the glass. Finister crashes in, but he misses the bunny. Gordon, Wooley, Miller time!
Lander, eyes up. Kick to the corner for 3. In and out.
Good look from the corner from Julius Thedford. Just a little short on the shot.
Wooley got his man in the air. Finds a baseline pass to Gordon. Enoch Kalambe makes 1 of 2. Quebec native. Numbers for the Owls after Thedford was backpedaling and got tripped up, but he recovers. Here's Cottle. Back to Wooley. Familiar tandem. Now to Cottle for 3. Yes.
Second make of the afternoon.
Outside of that, Sanders off the mark with a drive, put back, Fertile and Joseph won't fall. Wooley bounces, Cottle over contact, touchdown, extra point, good for Simeon.
Fans, just take your time and work the zone defense and look for your advantages.
Cottle connects with a 3.
Again, nice patience.
Loss at San Jose State had 15 rebounds, the most by an Owl this season. And since Valentine's Day last year, Damon Robinson against Jacksonville. Meanwhile, Simeon Cottle with a hot hand. Right from the corner has it blocked by Sanders. You spoke about his athleticism. There it is on display. Lou open.
And Braden Lou for three.
A chance for them now to pick up full court, try to force some turnovers to get back into this game.
Right from the corner. Nails it. Ricardo right with the three. Not quite the way you use popcorn buckets, but who says you can't? Owls in white, Barons in black. Cottle. There's the fifth three-pointer for Simeon Cottle. He's got USA this season. And really, if this was a tighter game, might have a chance at a triple-double. Cottle. There we go. Cottle ties his career high. He's got 20. Wooley left wide open again. Ends up being a pass to Weir.
Good job by Wright.
Goes to Wooley down low.
And on the finish, Latrell Davis. He has 11 here in the second half, 18 overall. And he's the leading scorer for San Jose State. Finishing at the rim is Gordon.
Trim that 13-point halftime lead down to 8. The Broncos have gone on a 20-7 run. Wooley. Bounce pass. Well done to Braden.
Wooley. Foot race to the rim. He missed a dunk. And a loose ball picked up in the corner by McMullen. And stolen from him. Kennesaw State's Cottle for three. Hits a three and gets fouled. He's 13th in Division I basketball.
He's low. I mean, look at his shoulders. Big body kid that wants to get in there and mix it up. Loves the rebound.
Georgia State by 6. Adrian Wooley working against Malachi Brown. Back and forth, Ranji Gordon. Wooley finds Lou on the wing. Three, knocks it down. Ricardo Wright hands the ball off to Adrian Wooley. Trying to work against Zarik Nutter in the corner. Gordon buries a three.
I want them to get too caught up out there, but it's good to see their versatility to be able to do both.
All comes into Cottle and from the right wing.
Who come up empty again. Here's Jamil Miller.
And Jamil Miller can play every position on the floor. He looked like a center there, but he can obviously stroke. An incredible prospect.
Big stroke.
Train these table crews to just work with the referees and make sure we're just administering the game correctly from an NCAA rules perspective.
On Cameron Davis hits again for Kent State. Braden Lou. Contributions for both sides.
Gillespie having a perfect night, 3 for 3 from the field. He's also got a pair of boards and an assist, no turnovers. We really like his game. He's got a really humble attitude as well. He keeps these Golden Flashes big men together.
Wooley throwing it up, an alley-oop, and a nice one. No. Well, Wooley's got to get unglued here. They've really had the assignment on number 14 here today. They keep him off the board, keep the ball away from him. Look at Sumlin.
Full denial mode. Sumlin, their lockdown defender, doing a nice job on Wooley, but
Ranji, linebacker, takes it. Leading the way, he's got 7. Wooley has 12. It's been the Williamson-Wooley show. And Baya, that's way off. Miller goes high to bring that down. Ooh. And landed awkwardly. He's all right, though.
Yeah, Miller, a little bit of a limp. I think he's all good.
Sherman, mask on, ball through the hoop. Handles this early on. One more steal, and you might think he might be thinking an early timeout here in this second half.
No doubt. It's a perfect start for Towson. They get a turnover, 4 quick points. They're playing great defense and switching so far, and see if they can get another stop.
Big three ball. Oh, what a
seeing a couple of mid-majors in the first round, a handful in the second round, a bunch of guys.
Oh, big swat there.
Yes, very big swat. Yeah, so I mean, the amount of growth up here in Canada, just being up here the last few days, you can just tell from top
position. Player was listed as S, shooting guard, and they can shoot the rock. And they won last week in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
We have hit that here in the men's side, too, with certain rosters, where you're just getting a bunch of guys 6'5" to 6'8".
The locker room.
Yeah, it was rare. You had 7 minutes still on the clock. Kennesaw State's already out here warming up. Maybe part of that's due to the fact they were 2 for 14 from 3. Maybe part of it's the fact that those locker rooms are built for hockey. And Doug Tillis playing tremendous as usual tonight. And yeah, like you said, with the NIL equation, if you're at a place with not the greatest NIL, or you're behind a lot of the schools in your own league, you're going to be the hardest working staff. You're going
And the confidence that
Bettiol against Gordon. Misses the hook. Snared by Miller. The masked man, Simeon Cottle, drives to the baseline. Back over to Cottle, a contested three, and nails it. Simeon Cottle. Kennesaw State looking to break a scoring drought of over 2 minutes. Down by 5 at home, where they are undefeated on their home floor in November. Up top to Wooley. Miller from the arc with the 3-ball. Lost the handle. Mincy accelerates, and he's blocked by Jamil Miller.
Oh, Jamil Miller says, get that shucks out of here.
Lou on the other end. It's a team third in the nation in tempo entering the week. Cottle for 3, and there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at Ant past week. Down low. Peterson misses. Kennesaw State with the board. Wooley able to get the pass. Wright has his second 3. Kennesaw
convert.
Through 2 off the glass. A miss by Keller Dye. Pump fake. Wooley stopped. Lou takes the 3 and nails it.
Good job there by
Lou bounces out. Cottle's second 3-point attempt. Off the heel. Another offensive rebound for Wooley, the freshman. Lou's open. And Lou buries it.
Well,
it used to be, I was going to say.
Yeah, at the time. Now they're in the ACC.
Yeah, realignment bingo. Good luck keeping up with who's where each year.
Tell me about it.
Cottle quickly to the rack. Knocks it in.
I mean, that was about
more on the contributing end.
Yes, Moore is just an athletic wing. He got the backdoor cut. Simeon Cottle lost sight of him, and great pass by the Bauer there to get it to him.
Cottle finds the bounce. Simeon Cottle with a kiss. Moore working baseline. Adrian Wooley, Conference USA's Freshman of the Week, comes up with the rebound. Miller from the corner.
Good shot.
What's going on with you here?
Well, that should have been the
basketball. Wooley. Miller with the 3. Jamil Miller has his
filling it.
He's got some fans in the crowd tonight to get a local guy out of Johns Creek.
He's quick. He's explosive.
Wooley to Lou in an alley-oop. Freshman to freshman.
Say Owls basketball as Ramon Seals checks into the game.
And watch CBU now, like I said, they're not trying to press all the way. They're just trying to slow down the offense. So they're picking up 92 feet away.
Seals in the corner. Back up top, that's Wooley. Wooley passes out of it. And open, Ricardo Wright. The Lancers with an opportunity to regain the lead. Daniels off the glass, no good. Wooley's going to bring it across the timeline for Kennesaw State. Owls up by 1, but no lead has been safe. The Lancers led by as many as 5. The alley-oop is good. Braun working on Gordon. Back out to Johnson all alone. 3-pointer no good. The Lancers now 1 of 8 from distance.
Yeah, and they're looking like they. I don't say they're tired, but the guys are putting their hands on their shorts here. You got to be smart. This is what Kennesaw State wants you to do. They want to tire you out every possession.
3-pointer, another one by Delaney Hurd. Wooley the drive and the kick to Lou. He'll take it back out to the wing. Long jumper on the way. That one's no good. Weir comes down with the offensive rebound. Plays it back out to Cottle from the wing. That one is good. Wooley will inbound from the sideline. Into Cottle. Cottle to the corner to Miller. Back out to Wooley. Wooley over to Cottle with Riley's hand in his face and still hit the 3.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of press. They come out in this 1-2-2 full court press.
And their undersized Riles wants to play a bit different defensively tonight. They want to be more man-on-man in conference. Tonight, going to mix in some zone. Corner three. Rolls in there. Braden Lou.
Again, with Tacoma Falls, we're seeing 5-man motion out here.
Turnover. Seals picks it up. Dumps it off. Wooley, the other pass. And Lou for 2.
Deflections.
Braden Lou's all over it. Cottle's 3. Ka-ching.